if you have an online business, for example, Shopify, Amazon FBA, and you're wondering how you can go ahead do your taxes on TurboTax, this video is for you. And I also included free gift. It's a Google Sheets where you can keep track of your business expenses. You can go ahead click on the link on the descriptions. So once we log into the TurboTax dashboard, you can go ahead click on the left-hand side, Federal, Income and Expenses. Underneath the wage and salaries, there's self-employment. This is where you will report your self-employment income, known as Schedule C. So go ahead click on Yes. And for our example, we have CC here. She is a Shopify owner and she works at CC Clothing Store, clothing direct sales. And then this is her business. And the business has a name, CC Clothing Store. Click Continue. And then she is living in this address, and she also used this address for her business. So go ahead, click Yes. And she just started her business last year on the first day of the year. And then she doesn't have any employees. So if you do have employees that you pay W-2, you can go ahead click here. If not, go ahead click No. And if you hire self-employed contractor who you pay $600 or more, you can go ahead click here. If not, go ahead click No. And if you do have an EIN number, you can put it here. If not, which is normal, you can go ahead click No. I don't have an EIN number. Alright, if you have any other uncommon situations, for example, if you didn't actively participate in the business, or you are under departments of transportations, then you can go ahead put here. If not, go ahead click None. Continue. And you will go ahead double check the information you have put. And for this business code, TurboTax will automatically populate the business code that fits your industry. Okay, and it will automatically choose the most common accounting method for you. So in majority of the taxpayer is cash method. So go ahead, confirm that. Okay, looks good. And if you do have a Square platform, you can go ahead import the information. If not, you can go ahead skip this. So for Shopify owners, usually Shopify's or Amazon FBA will issue you 1099K form, which look like this. And then it will show you the monthly gross income that you made. And for the boxes we are looking for is 1A, gross income. And sometimes they will issue you 1099 NEC or 1099 miscellaneous. So if you have the 1099 form, okay, you can go ahead pull that up to get that ready. Alright, so in here I would go ahead click I have a 1099K. If you have cash or checks, you can go ahead get your books out. Go ahead click continue. So in this case, CC received a 1099K and the gross income she made was $50,000. And did you have any other self-employed income, for example, cash, credit card, checks? You can go ahead put here. And she doesn't have any, so put no. So here is the book for CC Clothing Store. Gross sales $50,000. Advertising $700. Commissions and fees $1,100. Legal and professional services $1,200. Supplies $500. Taxes and license $1,300. Utilities $600. And her home office, it is 300 square feet. And if you want to follow along, I included a Google Sheet. You can go ahead, click below. So in this case here, CC doesn't have any startup cost, no assets. She does have inventory. She has supply, advertising. She didn't have any business travel expenses. She has commissions, communications, home office, legal and professional expense, no meals expense, no vehicle expense. And then if you have any other miscellaneous expenses or uncommon expense, you can go ahead add that. So she does have taxes and license. If you have office rental expense, you can go ahead check it. Okay, go ahead and click continue. And TurboTax will ask you a list of additional questions about your business expense. So here, CC doesn't have any startup costs, so I will go ahead click no. No major purchases. Keep going. So we're gonna go ahead start with the home office. Alright, go ahead click yes. And CC only have one home office for the entire year. So I would go ahead click I only have one home office for the year. And then she didn't share the home office with any other people. She only used that office for her clothing business. And you can go ahead put the name of your home office. Was this the home office used for work only and nothing else? Did you use this home office regularly? Yes. Was this home office the primary place where you work? Yes. Continue. And she started using it on January 1st, 2021. And then she used it for the entire year, 12 months. 100% of the time, she used the home office for her clothing business. Alright. So for simplicity of this example, I would go ahead put her home office is 300 square feet. For her entire house is 2,000 square feet. So for simplicity of this example for home office, I'm gonna go ahead use the simplified method, which is $5 per square feet up to 300 square feet. So go ahead and click continue. Okay, the next thing is the communications. Okay. Go ahead and click start. Alright. So she has internet builds that's specifically dedicated to her business, which is $600. Then continue. And for the next one is supplies. Okay. So we have supplies, which is $500. The next is advertising. Okay, so she has some business card, Google ad, things like that. She spent $700. Go ahead, click continue. Legal and professional fees. So she hired a bookkeeper. And she spent $1,200. Taxes and license, sales tax. She spent $1,300. And also commissions and fees that she paid for Shopify. $1,100. Alright, and for the inventory, so we will go ahead and explain this more. So here is the way how you can figure out cost of goods sold. So you're gonna count the inventory you have at the beginning of the year. So in this case, Cece has $3,000 worth of inventory at the beginning of the year. And then throughout the year, she made a purchase of $5,000. So total is $8,000. At the end of the years, she has $2,000 inventory left. So 8,000 minus 2,000, which is 6,000, which is equals to the cost of goods sold. So she has inventory to report. Did you use the cost methods to value inventory for your clothing? Yes. So her beginning inventory of the year is $3,000. And then for the ending inventory is $2,000. Alright, so during the year she has purchased $5,000 for inventory. So her cost of goods sold is $6,000. Click continue. So the next page, it will show you the income for this work, which is after the cost of goods sold, and then minus your total expenses for your business, and that's your taxable income. And remember, for the self-employment incomes, you do need to pay for federal income tax and the self-employment tax. So the self-employment tax rate is 15.3%, which include Social Security tax 12.4% and also Medicare tax 2.9%. So comment down below if you want to see more videos about how to prepare tax return on TurboTax, and if you want to go ahead set up a simple TurboTax return, go ahead click on this video here, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!